this is Rubik's Trap back here with another video, and today we will be looking at the multiple different PvP methods in Minecraft. In this video we will talk about things like Mace PVP, Crystal PVP, TNT Minecart PVP, but just a disclaimer, I am not great at all of these methods. The only one I'm decent at is Mace PVP because that's what I've been practicing recently, so I will talk some about Crystal PVP and TNT Minecart PVP, but I won't be able to give any great advice on it. Now, in Minecraft, there are many different PvP methods that are not these three methods, such as just attacking someone normally like this. But there are plenty of tutorials out there that help give tips and tricks on how to actually fight someone this way. And to be honest, I think I might need to watch some of them. But in this video, we're going to talk about very OP PvP methods. The first PvP method we will look at is Mace PVP, and we will do so using a world download I got from Voyeo. I believe that's how you say it, forgive me if it's not. But he is a Minecraft YouTuber that specializes in Mace PVP, so if you want to learn how to get even better at Mace, go to his channel and check him out. But the reason I'm using his world is because he has these set commands that with the help of a mod called Carpet, you can spawn NPCs like this. And using the commands he has set, you can make them look at you and block a shield as well. Now, the main part of Mace PVP is getting into the air so that you can mace someone like that. And as you can see, you can do some real damage when you do it right. Basics of Mace PVP are to launch yourself up using a wind charge, and then preferably, as you're coming back down, you swap to your mace at the last second and then hit them. After you hit them with the mace, you want to switch back so that you can do the same thing again, because it registers the damage from the weapon you were previously holding and then also the mace. However, people can counter this with things like shields, as you can see. And sure, you could just disable the shield and then hit them with the mace after that. But there are still many ways for good players to be able to combat this, by using things like cobwebs to block your mace from hitting them, or even just purling away, or building a little roof over them so that you can't hit them. Now, while you can't necessarily combat the cobwebs or roof, you can combat the shield, and you can do so by stun slamming. Stun slamming is when you break their shield in mid-air and then hit them with the mace right after. Like that. However, it is not easy to do, as in mid-air you have to hit the shield with your axe and then quickly switch to your mace before you hit the ground and also hit them again. And with enough practice you can get this down, but as you can see, this is still a skill I'm trying to work on myself. Moving on, it is a part about the mace that you can do on the ground as opposed to trying to get in the air every single time. This is referred to as mace swapping. Basically, it's when you hold one of your weapons in hand and then as you're about to hit them, quickly switch to the mace. That can be seen like this. This does extra damage to your enemy. As you can see, I popped him in like only 3 or 4 hits. And if you get good at this, you don't have to wait a second longer in between each hit like I do. Keep in mind with this breach swapping, you want to use a breach mace for this as it goes through armor. Whereas the mace we were previously using had density, which means it increases the damage done to the player depending on how far you fall. Now, going back to density Mace PvP, you don't need to solely use wind charges for this. You can also use an elytra. Now, I am not good at this at all. I much prefer wind charges, so I will try my best when demonstrating. Basically, you're going to use the elytra to fly up, fly back down, and then right before you get to the player, you're going to take off the elytra and then use your mace. Like that. This does a lot more damage than using the normal wind charges. As you can see earlier, it one-shot them, but with this, it only like 2 or 3 shots them. And you can even try to combine the two like so. And if you do this using the stun slam, you can even hit players while they're winning the shield. Like so. Now, moving on to Crystal PvP. Now, because of my inexperience with TNT Minecarts and Crystal PvP, these sections will be shorter and will basically just be me talking about the basics. But I've watched multiple videos on it, and I'll link a video that I really like down below. If you want to really get better at Crystal PvP, I would recommend you go watch that and just watch other people's videos in general, as I am only going to give you the basics. Basically, in Crystal PvP, what you want to do is have a knockback 2 sword, and you knock them in the air, and when you do that, you place an obsidian down along with an end crystal right on top of it, and then you punch the end crystal, and that's how it works. Be a motion like this. Like that. And you do that after you hit them. What you want to be able to do before you start anything is be able to shoot your opponent with a slow fall. That way when you hit them in the air to crystal them, that they stay in the air longer. So you want to run at them, hit them, and then place the obsidian, and then the end crystal right on top of the obsidian. That was the basics of crystal PvP. If you want to learn things like double tapping or butterfly crystalling, then watch the video I linked below by Rasplin. Moving on to TNT Minecart PvP now. TNT Minecart PvP is actually fairly simple, but there's just multiple ways to do it. You can place down the rail, the minecart, and then shoot it, like so. You can have one rail out to double tap both, and then boom, like so. There's also multiple ways to do twice at once, like so. And that's the gist of it. You can use cobwebs to trap your players in cobwebs for when you do TNT minecart them. I would recommend having the TNT minecart in your offhand, like so. Oh, I was way too close. I died. And that's the other problem with this. You have to be very careful, as you have to learn your spacing. You have to learn when to place it, how far away they are. You have to learn which method you like doing for placing the TNT minecart. I have a video in the description to help with this too if you want to go more in depth. That's just kind of the basics of TNT minecarting. And yeah, the video I used to learn TNT minecart was by Blump MC, whose entire channel is based off TNT minecart. So if you want to learn more about advanced tips, go watch that video and watch other videos on his channel. That's all the PvP methods I'm going to go over today. I hope you all have a great rest of your day. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, feel free to like and subscribe. And have a wonderful rest of your day. Adios, amigos.